So, y'all know how I did that panel lining review a little while ago in the summer? I know it was 6 pairs of cutters. I don't know how this happened, but I'm not going to be needing to buy any more cutters for a long time. I was wondering if you guys want a review, and I can put a poll up for a review on that. Or if you don't want a review and you just want another Gundam Vlogs video or like a Transformers video. Honestly, this would be easier for me though. But yeah, anyways, on with the video. Okay, so here's the RG00 Razor. First thing I want to talk about is these foil stickers that are extremely scratchable with the printing on them. So I would just grab them by the green part and not the actual white printing. So just be aware of that. Second thing I want to talk about is the backpack. Now, if you look closely, and if I can get a close-up shot, you can see a nub that was right here. I'm gonna slide this up quickly because you can actually move those around. But you can see come on, I really have to show this because it's important. Please, camera. Okay, you can kind of see it here. There's a nub right there. That used to be bigger, and there's an entrance for that nub. Hello? Right here. It's right there. You see it, right? It's a big black divot. They don't tell you that the nub is there. So, because the RG Razor looks like this, right? You would automatically think to push it in just like how it is, because it's like a, I don't even know. It's kind of like a, what would you call this joint? I forget. It just twists. It twists. But, they want you to put it in this way, like this, and then move it like this. I didn't know that and just shoved it in there, so, you know, that's all. I partly blame Bandai, but I also partly blame me, because the instructions were very unclear on that part. And they could have done the little thing where they put a square and then they have the instructions and it points to where the nub would have been, but that's also on me for, you know. I think, honestly, for articulation, this is a better use of the Exia inner frame than the actual Exia. Unfortunately, these things do get in the way quite a bit, but other than that, it's like awesome articulation. So I'm gonna start at the feet down. You get a swivel at the ankle and toe bend like all the way up to here. Oh, and you know, it's a real great kit, so sometimes that happens. You get forward, backwards at the hip, and bend at the knee joint. You also get this flap that doesn't really work. Waist swivel and ab crunch. You also get, these can move. I don't know what to call them, but on both sides, this one's stuck on. They move like up and down, so this one can move up and down. Skirts also have a ball joint. Shoulders are just kind of, you know, their shoulders. Also, the chest pieces move with the shoulders. So, yeah. You get elbow bend, shoulder bend, like twist, whatever. Swivel. You get a swivel. Yes. You also have hands on a ball joint and articulated fingers, which he doesn't have on right now, and I'll show off with the accessories. On the head, it is on a ball joint, double ball joint actually. There's also like a tiny slot for the cockpit. See how it's like slanted over a tiny bit? you push it up into place. So yeah, that's a pretty cool gimmick. Just be careful when assembling the GN drive. I had to plastic cement a stress mark because of, hold on, you can see a stress mark at the bottom there. Right there, yeah, you can totally see it. Be careful when assembling the GN drive. It's very, very fragile. Yeah, it has a specific orientation too. Like, see the little slot? That has to line up with this slot. I didn't know that, and just kind of, you know, sometimes I'll like cut out all the pieces before I assemble it. And then I just didn't look at the instructions and didn't notice that. But be careful about that too. So here's the accessory bag, and if you're wondering, oh my goodness, is that a whole ass S-Wing? Fuck, I'm restarting. So here is take 2 of the accessory bag, and yes, if you're wondering if that is a whole ass X-Wing, it really looks like it. Let's get into the accessories. Yay, because everyone loves accessories. Wowzers, that is a lot of accessories. Also, I opted out for the clear instead of the orange. I just thought clear matched a lot better. I haven't seen 00, by the way, so if that matches, then whatever. Okay, so accessories. I'm saving this one for last because it's probably the coolest. Also, excuse my wording with these accessories. I have no idea what they're actually called. So, here is the 00's razor blade. Hopefully that's what it's called. I don't know. It does kick back and fold around and becomes a big blade. You can either use this or the opposable fingers to hold it. That's kind of all it really does. It also combines with this larger piece, so you can shove it in there, and 4 tabs have to slot into place at once. Sometimes it's kind of difficult to do, but there. Pretty neat. Also, you can flip that back and just totally do it without the blade, so you can have like 2 blades. You also get 2 guns. These guns, whew, they're a lot, honestly. They're pretty cool like this. And you can line up, if you line it up perfectly, you can shove a beam in there and it looks like it's shooting a big old beam. Or, what happened? Oh, it came off with it, okay. Or you can take it, rotate it, close that, flip this down, collapse that into place, take the big old beam, shove it into place. You're gonna have to line it up. Come on. There we go. Shove that into place. And I am looking for a specific piece. Oh, here it is. And you take this itty bitty piece that is very important. You see the knobs at the bottom. You shove it into there. Same on the other side. You're just gonna basically collapse the whole thing and flip this around, turn that around, turn this around, whatever. You can put the beam in there. And they can either be 2 separate swords, or as I usually do, the one big ol' sword. It's massive. Articulated hands, I don't have them wearing them very often, because I'm worried that they might break. But yeah, articulated hands, pretty nice, neat. You know, you get 2 of those. You also get beam sabers. They have specific hands they have to hold them in. Yeah, these are, tab them into the hand with the big old tab. Or you can use the ones on the back of him. You can just unplug those and make him hold those, although he's not very good at holding those ones because they don't have a tab. And a whole bunch of landing gear for the X-Wing thing. Whatever, you get 2 pilot sculpts. You get one with the helmet on and stuff, and one that's just the pilot. This is for the stand. This is a swap-outable GN drive thing. Maybe it's to combine with the X-Wing, I don't know. I'll double check that. You also get closed fists. This, what else? You get a shield that, can combine and pull out. There you go. Already showed off that. More landing gear and open hand. So yeah, that's a lot of accessories, and you also get a whole bunch of decals that I'm not even gonna try and put on. There's a lot of them. Okay, so here we have the X-Wing looking thing. I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh my goodness, it's another robot. Shh. They hit the second time. Anyways, for this to become its coolest form, you collapse these and push up and pull them out. Next, you take the plane. Also, I messed up under here. I'm gonna tell you something to never do. I was using the Bedative, these, to build this whole kit. And, oh, there's still a nub in there. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? I'm gonna cut out a part as an example real quick, as to what I did that was so wrong. So, cut that there. I have a spare kit, by the way, that broke in my backpack. So I saw a nub that was just like sticking up a tiny bit, and I decided instead of grabbing my knife or anything, I was just gonna do this right across the piece, just like, you know, with my clippers using what I had. Oh my goodness. That is a horrible idea. You know why? Because you go into it, and then you start seeing the line. You start seeing a line forming, and it looks like pencil shavings. And then you start thinking, oh no. And then you totally end up clipping the piece. See right there? You just end up digging into the piece completely. That's also why I don't use the two-cut technique. I usually just like to go in with clippers and oh goody, you know? Where the heck did I put the lid? So yeah, this guy is probably my favorite real grade I've built so far. The unicorn's transformation is good, don't get me wrong, but it's also a bit like confusing. And the RG01 RX-78-2 is just like, it's cool to display, but good grief, if you saw that video, it was just a pain to pose. It was so bad. But let's get into some posing with this guy. Anyways, oh shoot. Sorry, I dropped my SH Figure Arts Mini Tanjiro. This guy's pretty neat. Woohoo! Yeah, cool. Display him up here with my TV. Actually, I'm watching Mecha Gaikatsu. Well, soon to organize his collection while I edit this video. So, nice. Oh my, not advertisements. So yeah, here's my review of, get that out of here. Here's my review of the RG00 Razor. Like and subscribe, I guess. That's all I really have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I've noticed an incline in views, and I'm very thankful. So thank you guys for watching this video. It means a lot to me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.